And we are live. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Great greetings, my beautiful goddess sister. Can I just let me just thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Happy Sunday to you. Happy new day. Happy new week. Greetings, Goddess Maria. Let me just start off with a crazy mea culpa. Thank you for the hearts. Yay. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. You know, for Leo, I eat it all up. Greetings, Goddess Giovanna. Grand Rising, Goddess. Goddess Bria's in the house. Good morning, Goddess. I applaud the goddesses who made it here despite all of my convoluted messages this morning. Greetings, Goddess Courtney. See, Goddess Courtney comes in. Good morning, Goddess December. Good morning, Goddess Melissa. Yes, y'all have me like all jazz today. New week, new week, new week, new energy. My apologies if you received an email from me with the wrong time within the last hour. Today is about what to do when things fall apart. And I sent out 2 emails with the wrong time. One that said, join me at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that I realized I sent out at about 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the other that said, join me at 20 a.m. I didn't realize it until afterward. My assistant, who's in a different country, one of them, she sent me an email. She's like, oh my God, both of the emails you sent out have the wrong time. So it's not 20 a.m. It's not 9:30 a.m. It is this moment right here, all of us together. Yes, my Leo sister, Enchantress Shane, is here. Goddess Chantel is here. Good morning, Goddess Courtney. Yay. Yes, Goddess Giovanna said that's Goddess time. It is Goddess time. See, what had happened was I was in another realm, you see, and then I had to come back down to this realm, and I got it all confused between, like, you know, the other realm where I was and mere earthly time. So greetings, Goddess Micheline. Yay, Goddess December is here. All right, Goddess Micheline, bring your magical energy and give us a number, my sister, between 1 and 11. Thank you for the hearts and the laughs. And for those of you who are joining me at 20 a.m., sometime, I don't know if that's in the future or the past or parallel universe, to you I say, namaste, my goddess. The divine in me sees, adores, loves, and accepts the divine in you. All right, so Goddess Courtney, she shouts out her number 1. All right, we'll get to you, Goddess Courtney. All right, so Goddess Micheline, she chose number 7. Yay, the goddesses are popping today. Are we gonna just do some alchemy today and this week and like just break everything wide open? I'm feeling like it's that kind of week. Like it's that kind of moment. Like it's that kind of season. Goddess Bria chose 4. Okay. All right. Oh, Goddess Courtney said that was a typo. All right. All right, so here we go. No, Goddess Courtney, we said there's no typos in this universe. You were in the other goddess zone I was in. And what might look like an error on this earth plane actually means something very deep somewhere else. All right, so this is what I'm pulling from Denise Lynn's Goddess Gateway Oracle cards. Let me see. All right, so Goddess Mish pulled number 7. So we are shuffling 7 times. 7 times. All right, so 1, 2, ooh, okay, this pulled out, okay, 3, whoa, 4, the energy's crazy, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let me see what you pulled for us, and then let's see the cards that jumped out for us. Okay, so this is, what do we have here? Trusting your intuition. Trusting your intuition. And the affirmation is, my life is truly guided. How beautiful is that? Trusting your intuition. My life is truly guided. Let's all affirm that right now. My life is truly guided. That is a beautiful affirmation and mantra for when things fall apart. My life is truly guided, right? right? When you walk, you know, hold the door for somebody and they rush through and don't say anything, you know, you're like, my life is truly guided. When you have a parking ticket or, you know, something crazy happens, my life is truly guided. My life is truly guided. Yes, hold on. Okay, now here are the lessons that jumped out for us. Yes, yes, for the thumbs up and the hearts. Hit that share button as well, because we want all of the people in our lives to feel the positivity and the magic and the light. We don't want to come from this conversation, then have them bringing us down. We want to all raise each other higher and higher and higher. Yes. Okay, so here we go. So the first card that jumped out for us is Rising Above. I see only beauty and grace. Oh, that is so beautiful. That means so much to me, because in the Sacred Bombshell Handbook of Self-Love, I have a whole chapter that is about beauty as a spiritual practice. So rising above, I see only beauty and grace. It says, I see only beauty and grace rising above. Yes, yay for the hearts, yay for the hearts, yay for the hearts, yay for the hearts. Let's affirm that. Yes, Goddess Marissa, that was a great mantra for the week. Hello, Goddess Norma is in the house. Yes. Goddess Chantel says, yes, indeed, spot on. Goddess Giovanna says, I love that. All right, so look at this one. Believing in magic. Believing in magic. And the mantra is, true magic is abounding in my life. True magic is abounding in my life. Yes. Oh, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful, because true magic is abounding in our lives every single second, every single moment, you know. And in preparation for this conversation about when everything goes wrong, when things fall apart, how we hold on, because my goddesses, I see you. I see you. I love you. I know you. I have been listening to you. There is flux in the world, and folks are going through it on different levels, from, you know, the subtle things that irritate you in life to some real stuff. Right? People are going through some real stuff. So what do you do? How do you hold on when things are feeling to fall apart and you forget your magic temporarily because you're all caught up in the stuff? Goddess Neith says, blessings and happy Sunday, beloved goddesses. I believe in magic. Absolutely. Goddess Katari, notice how I exoticized your name. My mother does that with everything. Like, somebody's name would be like Belinda. Like, mommy, that's Belinda in my class. Oh, Belinda. My mother makes it more exciting. Hello, Goddess Katari. I see it because I believe it. Yes, she says. Yes, yes, yes. Goddess Mish says the messages are real. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so I wanted to just, because I know that, you know, sometimes it can feel like, okay, you are just in it and you're in the eye of the storm by yourself, right? Sometimes it can feel like, okay, you know, I've heard 3 people in the past week say, you can't win for losing. And it's like, every time I feel that, I hear that, I feel it like viscerally, like a dagger when people say, you can't win for losing. And it's like, no. Let's reverse that. Reverse. You can't lose for winning, because all you do is win. Even when, you know, these gifts show up in strange wrapping paper to teach you things that you didn't know you wanted to learn and things that you perhaps don't feel like learning, right? Like Auntie Oprah said, some days she wakes up and she's like, God, I don't need to learn another message today. I am good. Thank you. Deuces. Peace out. Well, that was my little New York addition to it. Auntie O didn't say it like that, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, right? And so we need to remember, which literally means putting back together the parts of ourselves and figure out how to hold on when everything, despite your best efforts fall apart and you feel like, I can't win for losing. And it's like, wait, no. New mantra. I cannot lose for winning, because all I do is win. All I do is win. And there's a win somewhere in here. I may not be able to see it right now, right? I may not be able to see it. It's like, you know, a few weeks back, we were teaching my 3-year-old niece about the weather, and the sky and the sun and the moon and everything. And she's like, looking, and she's like, oh, okay, thinking, all right, well, now the sun went away. And it's like, no, 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 the sun didn't go away. The sun never goes away. It may be covered by clouds, right? Or the light reflected by the moon, but the sun does not go away. And the same with your power, the same with your strength, the same with the fact that you cannot lose for winning. You can't lose for winning. And sometimes, yes, it does get dark. Sometimes things are really crappy, like horrible, like the worst, right? People get sick, people die, horrible things happen, but still, you cannot lose for winning. You are a winner. You are a natural born winner. And so all you do is win. And there are temporary moments that will take you out of it. And what I want you to do during those moments is to acknowledge what you are feeling. Acknowledge that moment. Acknowledge the darkness. Don't try to, shovel flowers over the crap and pretend that something else is happening. Acknowledge it. See what is going on. See what the lesson is. Or just realize that's the season you're in. If someone you love and care about transitions, you're in a season of grief, and that is real, that is human, that is natural. If a relationship transitions, or your job, or something that you thought would be so, yes, that's grief, that's heartache, that's heartbreak, that's real, right? So no need to, put a smiley face on it. It's like when your car runs out of gas, you don't go and put a sticker on it, a smiley sticker, and it's all good. No, you need to gas it up again, right? You need to gas it up again so that you can go again. And it's the same exact thing with us. So life is going to go like this, right? But the most powerful mantra is to remember in times of sorrow, times of grief, times of unhappiness, but also times of joy, to remind us to hold on, is that this too shall pass, whatever it is, right? The anger, the sadness, the loss, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And even during times of joy, to remind yourself, oh, this too shall pass. I better enjoy this. I better enjoy this moment, this good time, this moment where I'm connected and I'm knowing for a fact that all I do is win. Oh, this too shall pass. Because that's the cycles of life, it is what it is. It is what it is. And so, I also in preparation for this conversation, went back to look at like the science of, the caterpillar and the butterfly, because we talk about that, a lot in personal development. But I really wanted to see it like, all right, butterfly, let's see what really is this story. How really does, I don't remember, it was all a long time ago that we all learned this, right? How does the caterpillar become the butterfly? And it was really powerful to watch, okay, the, mama butterfly or whoever butterfly lays the eggs on a leaf to start to begin with, right? And so, and that is often for us, the moment, when that beautiful butterfly laid the leaves that will become that caterpillar, laid the eggs that will become that caterpillar. For us, a lot of times, that is the drama, that is the stress, that is the strife, that is laying the seed for what you are about to be born into, right? So it's the job that didn't work out, or the relationship that didn't work out. Thank God, right? Like, woo, dodged a bullet there. It is those things that are laying the seed of what you are to become, right? And so imagine like, okay, now this caterpillar is being born in, the egg. I didn't memorize the whole thing of it, but, is there in chrysalis, wrapped up, and is like, okay, the caterpillar is being formed. And so when the caterpillar is there in that darkness, looking around, and it feels safe, but it also perhaps feels confusing, but it's like, okay, well, this is what I'm doing, it's happening. That oftentimes is how we feel when we're in the midst of darkness, when we're in the midst of hard times, and you feel like, okay, all I can do is wake up. And that's okay. Just wake up. Just wake up. Some days it may be that, the greatest gift you can do is go and take a shower. And that is maybe all that you can do that day, right? When you're dealing with grief, when you're dealing with deep sorrow, transition, a loss, And so go and do that. Make that your objective. Okay, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna brush my teeth. That's what I can do today, right? So when, that caterpillar now is in this state, right? And is there like, okay, what is going to happen to me? What is going to happen to me? And can you imagine what that moment of transition must be before shifting from being a caterpillar into a butterfly? It may be painful. It may be confusing. It may be, wait, what is going on? Because I was just feeling this caterpillar life. I'm about that caterpillar life, and I'm rocking and I'm rolling. I got caterpillar friends. We're good. Like, what is happening? Like, what am I feeling? What am I going through? Like, this is the worst. This is the worst. And then to wake up and realize, no, it's the best. Like, look what you were being prepared for. Look at you. You're this amazing, beautiful butterfly, right? We have a butterfly that we've named the monarch butterfly. Wow. Like, how regal, how incredible. And had you not gone through all of that stuff that you felt like, oh my God, that is the worst. Had you not gone through that darkness and that state of like, what is this? What is happening? Right? You wouldn't be able to enjoy now your own beauty and your own, you're flitting and you're flying and you're living now your butterfly, beautiful life. But that wouldn't have come from, without the cycle of realizing, instead of, I can't win for losing, I can't lose for winning. I can't lose for winning, because even when I am in a state of chrysalis, right? We call that the metamorphosis. In a state of chrysalis, before I go through the metamorphosis, it's like, oh, this is what it was all about, right? We ever have that experience where something doesn't work out that you thought should, and then later on when the other stuff does work out, you're like, oh, this is why. This is why. I get it. So part of faith and holding on is knowing that, okay, that this is why it's coming. It's there. It's there. You don't have access to it right now, but it's there. It's coming, And there's this really beautiful quote, that comes from a goddess, Marilyn Monroe, who went through some things that said, she said, sometimes things fall apart so that better things can fall together. And I love that. I love that. Imagine that the things that are falling apart for you, right? We're going to create goddess alchemy, shift, make shift happen, right? Is knowing that things better, it's all for better. Yes, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. And do share this with somebody who needs to know and needs to remember that when things fall apart, it's so that better things can fall together. And so what do you do in the interim? What do you do in the meanwhile, right? It depends on where you are. Sometimes you just keep breathing. Sometimes it's like, all right, I have access to this breath, to that one breath, to the next breath, right? And sometimes it may mean making one goal a day. Like, okay, today my one thing is I am going to love up on myself with some healthy food, right? Not food that we think self-love looks like, the sweet potato pie and like all of those things, right? The food that really is going to love you back and make you feel, make your body happy, make your tummy happy, make your bowels happy, right? So self-care is paramount when things feel like they're falling apart. Being able to breathe, meditate, show up for conversations like this, talk to positive people, not the people that are going to commiserate with you, commiserate, right? And if you need to get some support, get a therapist, get someone to work with you, get a coach, get a counselor, get somebody, go to a meeting. There's everything anonymous, I'm sure, I don't know, but I'm sure that there is stress anonymous, overwhelm anonymous. Matter of fact, let me Google it right now. Is there a stress anonymous? Yes, there is. Stress addicts anonymous, unhealthy anonymous. Yes. So there are meetings, there are support groups that you could go to for very little money, right? Go to meetup.com and find, some different folks, or just come hang out with us in our Facebook sister circle at imanifestmagic.com, right? And be around some other people that are going to lift you up, that are going to bear witness to what is going on, and remember that you have to continue to be responsible for the energy that you bring, because maybe the people in your life that you're like, why are they always coming at me with something negative? Maybe it's you. Sometimes it's us. I know there have been times where it's me, right? So you need to check yourself and be like, okay, is it me? Is it me? And there's great power in taking responsibility, not only for the energy that you bring, but for the stories that we tell ourselves. Because sometimes when it feels like things fall apart, it's not that they're falling apart and we're dealing with what just happened in that moment. We're dealing with all the times before in our lives that it looked like this same thing happened, right? So just like you can have the same relationship with different people over and over again, you know, same man in different pants or same woman in a different dress, we can have the same situation over and over and over and over again, but it's a totally, we're living out what has happened 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years before, and it hasn't healed. So when that other thing happens, it brings us right back there, and now we're in it again, and we're reacting from, you know, not a state of, okay, this just happened. You're in your story. And so learn how to recognize, like, oh, okay, I'm in my story right now. This is not even, you know, what it is. And we all have that. We all have that. You know, I will share with you, you know, freely, because, you know, as you know, I've spoken very openly about it. You know, I've had issues with food, with body image, you know, my whole life. And I remember last summer, my mother said to me, she went to visit some of my cousins in another state. And she's like, oh, I thought you and Damali were skinny, but, you know, such and such cousin A and such cousin B, now they're really skinny. In my head, I didn't hear what she said. I didn't hear any of that. I heard you are fat. I didn't hear her saying these people are skinny or whatever the judgment was about that, or not, or lack of judgment. It had been just an observation. I heard her saying you are fat. And it didn't come out until like another situation happened. And I'm like, well, mommy, if you think that I'm fat, then why are you even offering me that? And she's like, wait, what? Because I was in my story. I was not in what was happening at that moment. And we do that. We do that all the time. And that illusion of the story can be so strong and so potent and so powerful that it seems real, right? False evidence appearing real. And then we just go and we live it out over and over again. And we're having the same conversations, the same beefs, the same issues with different situations. And then we call it stuck. We think, I feel stuck. And it's like, no, because life keeps changing, but you are changing it back to the same thing again and again and again. And so move out of that stuckness. One of the things that you can do is journal. You know, journaling is incredibly powerful to move out of that stuckness and be able to witness yourself and see where you are and what it is that you're experiencing, right? Move out of that stuckness by maybe go into gratitude, because you cannot at the same time feel misery and gratitude. You just cannot. You cannot feel appreciation at the same moment that you feel, you know, misery. And so one of the things that you can do that is very, very powerful is, okay, when it's like, all right, you know, whatever happened, all right, what am I grateful for in this moment? Because I can't lose for winning. So what am I grateful for? I'm a winner. All I do is win. What am I grateful for this moment? And bring yourself back to that. Bring yourself back to a place of grounding, a place of power, which is in a place of appreciation, right? The word appreciation financially means to increase. So your gratitude increases, increase the gratitude, and it'll help the other things to come into perspective, okay? So we have our self-care that we're going to do, right? We have the people that we are going to surround ourselves with. We have taking a responsibility. We have moving out of our story, knowing when it is something that has actually happened, right? And when we're in our story, you know, are you reacting to what is happening now? Is it this person that you broke up with right now? Or is it Joey when you were 14 that you liked that didn't, you know, talk to you or whatever, right? Is it that rejection that you're reacting to now? Is it that parent who said, okay, well, you know, I don't like that you did this or whatever, that you are reacting to with your business partner or your boss or your relationship partner or whatever, right? And so have that clarity. That is how we create alchemy. That is how we begin to create shift. because stuff is going to happen. Life is going to fall apart. And the most important part of all of it, the most important part of all of it is that you also allow yourself to feel your feelings. This is so important for us as women, because people will, say, oh, mock your feelings, like, oh, well, you must be on your period, right? Or you must be emotional, or you must be hormonal, or you must be this or that or whatever. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, because we are a culture that, Western culture numbs, avoids, uses all kinds of substances, events, experiences to try to block what we are feeling. But you cannot create a shift if you're not first present in what is happening, right? You cannot become the butterfly if you are not first like, all right, crystallize me, here we go, right? You have to be in it and allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling, because otherwise then you're going to keep going through the same thing if you haven't learned the lesson. You can't learn the lesson if you haven't experienced what you're truly feeling. You can't experience what you're truly feeling if you don't acknowledge, all I do is win. I can't lose for winning. So what is happening right now? What is happening right now? And remembering that some seasons, like grief, are inevitable. Grief will wait for you. You cannot avoid grief. If you numb it, if you hide it, if you move, it'll be right there. You go on about your business and pretend that you're not grieving, pretend that you come back and grief is like, hey girl, I've been waiting right here for you, right? Grief will wait for you. So acknowledge the season that you're in and know that you are magnificent. Know that you are fearlessly and beautifully made. Know that when things fall apart, it is so that better things can fall together, because all you do is win. All you do is win. All you do is win. All right? Yes! I am clapping for your greatness. I'm clapping for our evolution. I'm clapping for us coming out of that chrysalis state as the beautiful butterflies that we are. Yes, regal monarch, goddess butterflies all. I'm clapping for us remembering, putting back together, remembering, trying to not cover my mic, sorry, remembering that we are powerful beyond measure. You are so deeply loved. You are so deeply loved. Like, how loved are you that you woke up this morning, that you have another breath, that you have powerful sister circle. Right now we are global, right? I see sisters on this line who are in the Bahamas, who are in the UK, who are in West Africa. Saw somebody earlier who I know she is in India, right? Like, how amazing and beautiful is that? So I look forward to reading your comments afterward. Yay, I see Goddess Samantha on the line. I see a lot of my goddesses who are going to be in Belize. Come with us to Belize, where we really are going to be able to be physically in each other's presence and make shift happen. GoddessPrayLove.com. The link is in the comments to come with us to Belize. Come with us, hang in the Facebook Sister Circle at imanifestmagic.com. All right, my loves? And our free spiritual business class week continues. So you want to make sure that you take advantage of that. If you are owning a spiritual business and want the tools, how to take it to the next level, then find the link, www.spiritualista.guru, to make that happen in the comments. All right, my goddesses? This has been such a beautiful, beautiful conversation. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you for the fact that all you do is win. Be seen, be heard, be an incredible, incredible movement. Namaste, my goddesses. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. Yay!